text message was so small, just a few cruel words sent in the middle of an otherwise normal Tuesday. Alex knew the trap well now. He could almost feel the bait, the subtle accusations, the carefully worded insults, the open door to an explosive reaction. But this time he didn't take it. He had learned. This wasn't a misunderstanding. It wasn't emotional fallout. It was a war. And Alex had finally decided he would fight it differently, not with rage, not with pleading, but with strategy and strength. Alex had wasted too many months hoping to reason with someone who didn't operate in good faith. It wasn't a typical breakup or a co-parenting disagreement. It was deliberate sabotage. A campaign of alienation designed to erase him from his child's life. Realizing this was painful, but it was also liberating. He could stop trying to convince the narcissist. Instead, he could protect himself and his child. Every slight shift in his child's attitude, every snide email, every missed handoff or strange remark. Alex began writing it all down. Dates, times, direct quotes. He saved every voicemail and screenshot every text. Not to attack, but to defend himself if and when the need arose. In a system that often favors whoever tells a louder story first, evidence mattered. Alex understood that emotional explosions were the narcissist's fuel. They wanted him to rage. They needed him to lose control, to validate their lies. Instead, he chose calmness. In every text. In every visit. In every moment with his child. He became the safe parent, the one who never raised his voice, who never badmouthed the other, who never played the narcissist game. And slowly, quietly, that safety became his strength. When his child repeated the lies he knew had been planted, Alex didn't attack. He didn't lecture or defend himself point by point. He said simple things like, "I will always love you, no matter what. You can always come to me. I'm here." He offered gentle truths when the child seemed open, planting tiny seeds of doubt against the manipulation, seeds that could grow into understanding one day. He played the long game, even when it broke his heart. Alex transformed how he dealt with his ex. Low-contact communication only, short, factual, and emotionless. Everything in writing. No more, he said, she said. No engagement in drama. No matter how outrageous the bait, Alex refused to bite. The less he reacted, the less control the narcissist had, the stronger Alex became. Healing alone was hard and unnecessary. Alex found a therapist who understood parental alienation, a support group of other targeted parents who spoke his language, the language of heartbreak and hope, legal counsel that gave him options if the alienation escalated. He stopped feeling isolated. He started feeling equipped. Some days, it felt impossible. Some days, it felt like nothing he did mattered. But every birthday card, every calm goodbye, every "I love you" whispered into a strange silence was a seed planted. One day, maybe tomorrow, maybe in years, his child might begin to question the narrative. And when that day came, Alex knew exactly where he would be, right where he always had been. Waiting, loving, ready. You are not fighting for today's approval. You are fighting for the day when the fog lifts, when the child seeks the truth, and finds you standing exactly where you have always been. Steady, patient, and full of unconditional love. Every moment you resist reacting. Every boundary you hold firm. Every gentle truth you protect. They all matter, because love, when persistent and real, leaves a trail home that even the deepest lies cannot destroy. When Alex first noticed a shift, it was so small he thought he imagined it. A delayed reply to a text. A shorter hug at a birthday party. A strange, rehearsed-sounding comment about something he supposedly had done, something that had never happened. He chalked it up to growing pains, teen moodiness, the natural drift between parents and children after divorce. What he didn't know was that he was already in the middle of a silent, strategic war. one he couldn't see, but one that would change everything if left unchecked. Alienation wasn't loud. It didn't come with flashing warning signs. It was drip by drip, a slow erosion of trust and love. Quiet criticisms whispered when Alex wasn't there. Missed phone calls blamed on forgetfulness. Family visits subtly rescheduled until they simply faded away. The alienating parent didn't scream or accuse outright. Instead, they rewrote reality in small, almost imperceptible ways, until Alex's child no longer recognized him as a parent who had once been their safe place. Alex learned to see the tactics only after the damage had begun. Negative talk, sarcastic remarks, demeaning jokes, constant reminders that Dad isn't as reliable as he says. Restricted contact, unanswered calls, conveniently lost invitations, important milestones that Alex heard about only after they had passed. Interference in communication, short, guarded conversations, background noises during calls that made real connection impossible. Later, he would learn that his words were often monitored, twisted, and used against him, creating conflict. Minor disagreements ballooned into reasons for resentment. Arguments Alex couldn't even remember were now permanent scars in his child's mind. Extreme denigration. Once the slow poison had taken hold, Alex was no longer seen as a complex, loving parent, only as an enemy. Weak, vague accusations. When asked why they were angry, the child would mumble generalities, unable to explain but sure of their anger. Absence of normal emotions. No mixed feelings, no regrets. Just cold certainty that Alex was a villain and the other parent the hero. Total black and white thinking. Memories of love were wiped away, replaced by a monolithic image of failure, cruelty, and abandonment. What Alex thought was just part of growing up was, in truth, a campaign launched years before the ink dried on the divorce decree, before adolescence reshaped his child's world, before adulthood hardened the wedge into concrete. Alienation didn't stop at childhood. It could flare up during college, resurface during major life milestones, and harden during marriage or parenthood. Each life event offered the alienating parent new opportunities to deepen the divide. Looking back, Alex could finally trace the pattern. The small moments of confusion, the inexplicable coldness, the casual lies told under the radar, the slow reprogramming of love into distrust. He hadn't lost his child all at once. He had lost him a piece at a time, to an enemy he never saw, and that his child never even knew existed. Alienation is not a one-time betrayal. It is a long game, a chronic campaign, a quiet war fought not through battles, but through whispers, distortions, and omissions. Recognizing the early signs is not just helpful, it is critical to survival, because the longer the lies live unchecked, the harder they are to unwind. In the next part, we will step into the light, into strategies for rebuilding fractured relationships, healing old scars, and teaching yourself and your children how to reclaim the truth that was stolen.